So we're hiking up this mountain and it's literally like, at least right now, I would say 102, 103 outside. Being under a tree and there was like this wonderful mist coming down and I was like, what's that? What's that? And I looked up and I couldn't see anything. And it was a bird misting us all. That I'm like sweating so much, and there's some people who have like coats on, like a winter kind of coat, and they have heels on. And like this girl in heels, like heels I would never wear even if I was on regular ground, like ran past me, and I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? But yeah, I think it's amazing that people can do this trek up a mountain in heels, looking fashionable. More power to them. Hello! Thank you for watching my video. If this is your first time watching, my name's Eunika. I live in the southeastern coastal area of China in a city called Xiamen. There's Xiamen on the mainland and then there's Xiamen Island, and I actually live on the island. It's really cool living here. I like it a lot. Previously, I was living in Liupanshui, which is a small city in Guizhou province, which is in southwestern China. I do miss Liupanshui a lot, but I really like being here in Xiamen. It's so gorgeous, so beautiful. There's so many different types of plants that I've never seen, and there's a lot of interesting wildlife too. Whenever it rains, there's snails and their shells are like my fist. They're huge. And it's crazy because if I don't look down when I get into my apartment complex, for some reason they really like the outside area of where I live. And if I don't look down, it's at night, like I kick them and it's just, I kick their shells and you can hear them rolling. I'm like, oh no. But yeah, it's really cool living here. I've met some really cool people. I was working at a school in Liupanshui and they were unable to secure my work visa. So I decided to move and work for a school that had promised to secure me a work visa, which they were unable to do. So at the moment I'm not working, but it's okay. This is like so perfect not working right now, and I will explain that in another video. I have so much to catch up on. My last video was in December and it was titled What to Do When Things Go Wrong, and I am overwhelmed by people who still inquire if everything is okay via email. Yes, everything's good. I worked for a school here in Xiamen, and I'll explain that in another video. But yeah, it's really cool living here. I like it a lot. It's very hot, which is strange because when I look at the temperature, it's no more than like, I think the hottest day we've had so far would be like 97 or 98, but it feels like it's in the hundreds. And you know, I was previously, before I came to China, I was living in Baltimore, Maryland, and we had pretty hot summers there too because I lived in the city, which even made it feel hotter. But here in Xiamen, oh my gosh, it's just, the air is so thick and heavy, it's like being in a jungle. And then, you know, I'm on an island, so I'm surrounded by water, and it's just very, very thick. It's very, very different than what I was expecting. And the mosquitoes, oh my gosh. The mosquitoes here are like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. Like, you don't even see them, or at least for the longest time, I had never seen the mosquitoes or mosquitoes on me. But as soon as they bite you, you can feel it. oh my gosh, my legs in the beginning of the summer were just covered with like these welts, because once they bite you, it just like welts up on your skin and you just want to tear your flesh off, which I did maybe one too many times, but oh my gosh, Tiger Balm is definitely my friend. So yeah, I have lots to share. I'm definitely going to start making videos more frequently than once every 6 months. I feel horrible because my last video was when things go wrong, or what to do, or how to cope when things go wrong, and then like I just fell off the map. But I moved here and I've just been exploring and trying to figure my way out. It's a pretty good sized city. There's still pockets and areas that I haven't gone to or I haven't seen, but it's so different than where I was living. So it's like night and day. It's like Liu Shui was pretty had a temperate climate. It's a pretty cool city, so there would be like a lot of fog and a lot of rain. It rained a lot, and economically it was much more underdeveloped than Xiamen. Xiamen's pretty developed, and it's like constant. Buildings are constantly coming up and other buildings are constantly being torn down. It's really crazy because when I was walking to school, you know, I would walk by certain buildings as like landmarks for me to find my way when I first started walking to the school I was working at. And like every week there would be a building either brand new coming up or they would be tearing buildings down. And I'm just like, wow. And it takes no time at all for people here in China to like just tear a building down. It's just gone, like poof. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's always a lot of construction underway here. But my journey here from Liu Shui was very interesting. The day that I was supposed to leave, which was January 10th or 11th, I left Liu Shui to travel to Xiamen. But the day that I was supposed to leave, my flight got canceled because it was so foggy in Liu Shui, and all the flights got canceled. Like, they were not having anyone come in or go out, so today is the day that I leave Liu Shui, and it has been horrible. This is so bad. My flight is delayed because it's really foggy out, extremely foggy out. So my flight to Guiyang is delayed, or actually I guess it's probably going to be canceled because of the fog. And now my wonderful friend May is driving me to Guiyang.
Even the bitch said she doesn't want to.
And I'm just really fortunate that she's doing this because I could take the train there, but I have a lot of luggage with me, which I advise anyone, if you're going to teach abroad, don't bring a lot of luggage. You can probably buy so much stuff wherever you're going. But yeah, I'll show you outside. It's quite foggy.
Hello?
Hey,
Yeah?
got me in.
Okay, we are on our way to Guiyang.
So all the flights got canceled, leaving out of Liu Shui due to, you couldn't see, it was so foggy. And my old boss and dear friends drove me to the next airport so I could meet the flight that I was taking from Liu Shui. And then I was going to fly from Liu Shui to Guiyang, and then from Guiyang to Xiamen International. So she drove me like 4 hours to Guiyang. She drove me like 4 hours to Guiyang, which is, I think the capital, yeah, it's the capital city of Guizhou province. And it was really, really awesome and so sweet. We got to talk and just catch up, and it was really, really cool. It was May, my boss, and Kay. Kay is actually in my very first video. So yeah, it was really, really cool. And Kay is actually getting married soon. Like, I think in a couple of weeks she will be getting married. So congratulations, Kay. And then I arrived in Xiamen on January 11th, and I was picked up at the airport by my manager for the school that I was going to work in, and I stayed in a hotel for a few days, and I had to find an apartment because they reimbursed you, or my former school reimbursed me up to a certain limit, not my whole rent, because where I live is it was out of the price range of what they were offering to reimburse. But so they reimbursed you, so I had to look for an apartment like within a couple of days of getting to Xiamen. And I found an apartment like 2 days after I moved here, and I really like my apartment. I will do a tour and a video showing you where I live. It's so beautiful, and I have a pool. There's a really nice sized pool. I'm gonna go swimming tonight. Yeah, it's really, really lovely. The landscaping is gorgeous. There's all these tropical plants. It's amazing. But I found my apartment, and then my school sent me to Shanghai for training with their company. So it was like really, really quick. The first week that I was here was super, super quick, and a lot happened. But there is a guy who works at my former school who actually helped me find this apartment, and I can't believe it. The first thing he asked is, "What are you looking for?" And I was like, "I'm looking for a south-facing apartment, and I want kind of a quiet place, but not too quiet. Still, you know, I want to be able to just walk to a little store and pick up things that I need or whatever. I don't want to be too out of the way." Which I don't even think is possible in China. I feel like everyone lives in these buildings that are always kind of, there's things very close by or in the perimeter where people live that is a huge convenience. It makes it very, very easy to live here. And even if you don't have something close to you, you can order anything here in China. Like, you can order McDonald's, you can order like whatever you want. Most restaurants deliver, or there's like a delivery service that will go pick it up, I guess, from that place and then deliver it to where you live. So I found a really, really great apartment, and I'm really, really happy that I'm here, because the first apartments that that someone from my school showed me, they were just like, you would open the door and it was just a room with a kitchen and like a bed and no privacy if you invited someone over and you didn't want them to see like your bed. It was like right in the middle of the living room, and yeah, it wasn't anything I desired. You know, I thought efficiency apartments in my head, I thought they were like a room, like a big room, but then there's like, I thought there was like maybe something that would shield your bedroom from everyone being able to just, you know, it's just weird to open your front door and there's your bed. So I wasn't interested in those apartments. But Frank, a really good friend of mine as well that I met through my former school, he helped me find this apartment, and I really, really like it. I love being here in Xiamen. I can't say that enough. I've met amazing people. It's a very romantic place. It's very, very beautiful. Right now the sun's not out, but I'll show you the view from my window. Let's see. So this is the view from my window. And there's like, I don't know what this little place is here. I guess it's just a little bunch of shops, and there's some places I think where maybe some sort of factory workers live here. I think this is housing for factory workers. And then there's another like housing unit here, which was not a housing unit when I first moved in, but eventually, you know, I guess they fixed it up and made it a housing unit too. So it's different apartments, and it's a spectacular view at night. I really like it because everything's lit up, and it's really cool just to kind of sleep with the window open. But I stopped doing that as soon as it started to be like 93, 94 at like 10 a.m. So now I close the curtains. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video just letting people know that I am okay. I've just been caught up in learning my way around. There's really no excuse. At first it started with my Mac computer, said startup disk was full, and I was like, oh no, you know, it kind of interrupted my editing process. And it's so lazy to think that like I googled what to do and I just kept putting it off, like, oh, I'll do this at some other point or time, because I had to go through a lot of footage and photos and like figure out like what was a double, or you know, if I had somehow had triple. It was just a big mess. Well, not really, it was actually easy to fix, but I guess I was just kind of lazy and I didn't want to, you know, be behind the computer trying to figure it out. I just wanted to be out and about and meet people and explore the city, which I do every day, or I try to do every day. Sometimes it's just so hot. It gets so hot here, and just sometimes I just stay in. But either way, I really, really like it here. I'm going to talk more about my life here. I don't want this video to be too long, so yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully in the next couple days I'll have an apartment video showing you my apartment. If you like this video, please like, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, alright? And let me know in the comments if you're in China and what would you like to see. If you're not in China, or if you are in China, what would you like me to do a video about? What are you curious about? I would love to answer it in a video. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and oh, this is so tough. How do people end their videos? I don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye.